the 2014 PGA show. Familiar face in Corey, familiar booth in Bridgestone, unfamiliar product.
Unfamiliar product. So Josh, I definitely want to tell you and the team all about the new B330 series, the 2014 models, 4 models that you're very familiar with. As you know, B330 and B330S designed for the player that generates higher head speed. Distance preference in the black box, spin preference in the blue box, the player that wants a little bit more greenside control. This fits about 25% of the market. But for the other 75% of the market that do not generate enough club head speed, we offer the RX and the RXS. The RX for the distance preference, lower spinning, 1 less layer. The RXS for the spin preference, again, 1 less layer, better control around the green. What separates these models from prior generation is actually the mixing process of the core. The core has never had water introduced, and in 2014 we incorporated it in really with the intent to be able to produce the same type of gradational core as we've done in the past. But it changed. It actually enhanced the outer region for faster speed and softened the inner region for reduced spin.
Now, for people that don't, they're not technical, can you explain what HydroCore is? It's making serious waves and news around this thing. We got early samples, testing. People are saying it's like revolutionary. Can you kind of walk people through why it happens?
Yeah, and quite honestly, it was a eureka moment. The water being added was intended to be an additive. It actually served as a function, and it turned out to enhance the outer region, which produces speed. We know if we can deliver speed back to the end golfer, we're going to see more distance. But in the inner region, it actually softened the golf ball and made it spin less. From a company standpoint, it's easy to make a golf ball go faster. You basically firm up the golf ball and it will travel faster. It's also easy to make it spin less, but by softening the center of the golf ball. But to do both is extremely difficult. So the new
and for those that are hearing it in the background, they're getting fit for it right now.
That's HydroCore coming right at us. And you're hearing speed, but it's also spinning less than prior gen. So the golf ball is going to deliver a lot of distance. Quite honestly, in developing golf balls, a success would be 1.5 yards. But with prototype testing, what we found is we were gaining on average between 3 and 4.5 yards with the new HydroCore models for the average consumer.
And while somebody says, oh, 3.5 yards, that's a big deal with these evolution products. That's more of a revolution product.
It really is, and here's a perfect example. We put the golf balls in the hands of our tour players the week before the President's Cup, arguably one of the best team events in all of golf. Normally, the process of transitioning them into a new model could take as much as 2 or 3 months. They did it in a week, put it in play. Again, these are players that are number 2 and number 3 in the FedEx Cup points in 2013. To make a transition in a year like that really speaks to the product benefits.
We want you to test them out, get fit for the right one, test it out. We know we have people on the forum testing it out now. Let us know your feedback. The new B330 line is here and will be in stores today?
January 31st, in store, on shelf.
Let us know what you think. For THP TV, I'm Josh Babbitt.